Alrighty, and we are live with the third round of the team series. Unfortunately, because of my loss, we did lose the round last round, but we are already up a game in our current match with, I believe, Nameless beating Burn on mm, Mono Blue High Tide. High Tide. Yeah. Alright, we did win the title, so I'll be on play, which is huge because we're actually facing against Esper Control today. I actually kind of look forward to this matchup. Yeah, let me work on getting this to the proper people. Yep. Alrighty, let's see, go this to. Okay, this is probably a mulligan. Actually, considering this hand, yeah, this is a mulligan. Yeah, because we don't have a green source here. If we have a green source here, we could have kept that. If we had a green source there again, we would have kept that. Otherwise, we could not. This, we have all of our colors. It'll keep. We're actually gonna go ahead and keep this bottom deputy. What are the targets? The targets are, well, we're actually gonna cut the bottom of the trial. So it is our only enchantment here, but it's not gonna do anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and send that to the bottom. We'll go ahead and start the triumph tapped and pass. Kept the second white source here, more so than anything else. We can go ahead and cycle this Ketria. Glass Mimic's good. Here we just play Ogon Tomb and tapped pass. And they just untap and draw, so we'll do the same. Here, we want them to cycle Sensor. We're not going to jam play into Sensor. So, we are going to play Glacial Fortress. I kind of just want to cycle here. Let's draw a threat. They don't have a way to attack our hand. They do not. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and just put the Yori into hand and pass. Just a actual threat of just drawing a good card. Next turn, I kind of just want to cycle this Catch Your Triumph because we're playing against control. They missed. They didn't cycle, which is interesting, which means they were holding up something. So they're going to consider here. They may be missing land drops. In fact, they also did the Gift Farmland, leads me to believe they have another land. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and untap and draw. They shouldn't have Sensor here. If I play Cleric, what am I tuning for? Well, let's play it. Sensor? They actually held on to their sensor. Yeah, that's fine. And I would have put them on them cycling the sensor. So if that's the case, we are going to just It's a bit unfortunate. Gonna play the trial and pass and pass. I really didn't think they had the sensor there. They're gonna consider. Graveyard the first Teferi, which is huge. That's great. They only have two Teferis left, and as their primary win conditions. Yeah, good old Esper control. We're gonna go ahead and untap and draw. Jukai Naturalist. So we will go ahead and we're gonna play the trial out. Well, do they have any token generators? Let's see what they want to do here. So we'll go ahead for two and cast Naturalist. They have one veto, three Sinister. They've already binned one of them. Yeah, they don't really have many. So I'll just play this Job Ambition. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass after that. Because they do have some Shock Typhoons, but if they want to cycle for one, that's fine. We have Deputy Detention to clean them up. You have Yorion, and I don't want to play Glass Floors in the land. They chose not to do anything. Okay. So you here, they just play the land tapped and pass. We're going to start pressuring the life total slowly, but we're going to pressure it. Okay, go ahead, untap and draw. There's lane 5. Go combat, attack you for 2. If you want to trade here, that's great. No? Okay. We're going to play an isolated chapel. They could dig through time here. Hmm. They can dig through time here. How many digs do they have? They have 2 digs. I don't like playing dig through time here. They have it. They're gonna go up to 8, 9 cards. They have to play something, which means, yeah. We're not gonna play anything there. The fact that they're just untapping and drawing I'm this, we are currently winning this race. This is Teferi. This is Teferi. Yeah. I go ahead and untap and draw. We'll go to combat, attack for 2. Probably have to jam Enigmatic here. Enigmatic rips what? Well, okay, what they've. I can play around all their sensors. I cannot play around the one Dovin's Veto. The 2 Sinister Sabotages they have left. They have 2 Sinister Sabotages. They could have March. If they want to March and Enigmatic, I'm okay with that. So if that's the case, what's the most scary? Cast Enigmatic. This is the one Dovin's Veto. Yep, this is the one Dovin's Veto. The one Dovin's Veto in the entire deck, which is fine. Okay. I'm more curious on how they choose the sideboard because they could bring in a lot, they could bring in very little. This is Teferi. Maybe I should have held up because if they want to jam, no, they just hold up. Untap, upkeep, draw. Draw the Overgrown Tomb. We're gonna start off with Deputy. So 1, 2, 3, cast Deputy. Okay, we will go ahead and move to combat. Attack for 2. Second main phase, we will play this Overgrown Tomb tapped and pass turn. Okay, so we can't get anything back with Renegade Rally yet. Yep, that's gonna get exiled. They get that Teferi back. There is a debate for me not to jam the Teferi, but we'll jam the Enigmatic into knowing they have Teferi. But if they just untap with Dolan's Veto, there's nothing I can do. I just have to hope my deck cooperates a bit. Like, I wanted to cycle one of these Triomes. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna throw this onto the Glade. No, Overgrown Tomb. No. Go ahead and draw a card. Deafening Silence is not actually what we want. It's actually gonna hurt us more so than anything else. So we will go to combat. Swing to a Teferi. Is this Shark for 2 or Shark for 3? This is 4 mana Baleful Mastery. Okay. Have anything I can get back? Nope. And they did tap 4 lands. So this is tricky because we don't have a land to follow up pile, so we'll just go ahead and pass the turn. They kept the card on top, which is concerning. They're drawing 2 cards turn. We need to find an answer for this Teferi now. They have 2 Sinister Sabotages left in their deck. Binding Enigmatic would not get us there, actually. But I think it's good enough to play and see what happens. I think the issue was they got a sense of my Moonblast Cleric, which could have found me something to find for it. Honestly, I think Fable would have been the right call. It's pressure, and it does things. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and untap and draw. Yeah, I can play this out. I can play this out for 2 more turns comfortably. I think I just to keep jamming threats now. Cassiorion, do you have an answer for this? Okay, what you got? That was the second. They're surveilling. I need to jam this just to see what would happen. Fortunately, that was not the case. Really didn't think they had that sensor. Because I would think you'd cycle it. Maybe I could have waited a turn. I think could have been a little bit more patient here. Not just jam. Okay. I'll play for 2 more turns. So hard cast Shark Typhoon. Then they're gonna uptick draw. Need Nivon right here. Nivon gets me out of this. Enigmatic gets me out of this. I have outs. Go ahead, untap and draw. Yeah, you got it. I don't have an answer. Alright, just to go through this, opening sideboard, Sky Turtle. I actually get to bring in the Fierce Impact package, so we're gonna bring in all three: the Sky Turtle, the Stand Mighty Bender, and all the Deep Fiend, and of course Fierce Impact. Ball. Gonna bring in the three disputes and the Sin Collector. From our side, we're gonna first of all cut some of the Change Rocks. A lot of these cuts are pretty straightforward. Got the Eidolon. We're gonna get the where are you? The Deafening Silence. Gotta cut some of the trials. Even the sideboard doesn't have many. We're gonna cut the Tolsimir because of what we're bringing in. And then let's see, Archon, Eidolon, Tolsimir, Deafening Silence, some trials and chains. I still need 2 cuts, so I'm going to cut one. I'm just gonna cut all the Chain Rocks. I'm not gonna be pawning up. It's not essential. I'm gonna keep some of the trial ambitions in. Right. I want to keep the omens. I want to keep the lands. Lands, I would consider cutting a land here. I'm on the play. On the draw, I'd probably bring in. I would bring cut a land for something else, but for the time being, this is fine. Go ahead and draw 7. We'll go ahead and keep this. Has one white source. Yeah. Yeah, it has three left. We'll keep. I'm not gonna mulligan. We can like Triumph, God the Shrine. Okay, we will just play Triumph and pass. Untap and draw. We drew the Glacial Fortress, which is the next white source. But really, we're just gonna play Catchery Triumph again and pass the turn. We have all our colors. We have the white, we have the black, we have the double white. Go ahead and untap and draw. Second dispute out of the four is great. How much do I want to deploy this? How much do I care about it? They don't have like anything. They don't want to bring in the Sunset Revelries. I kind of just want to deploy it just for the fact of I've deployed it. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and shock in, and then we're gonna tap for two to play the Trial Ambition and pass. A life total shouldn't matter that much. They're gonna end the turn. Consider. Yep. What are they pitching? Next turn, I want to put Yori into hand. Try to get the fifth land. They're tapping out here. Okay. What do they get? So now we can go Fire's Archon. Like, I'm very surprised by that. They're not holding up a counter spell for this upcoming turn because we could just theoretically go Fire's Enigmatic, proceed to win. Okay, they got March. Go ahead and untap and draw. It's Fire Triome. It's fine. It's land 5. We have these disputes now we can fight through, so they have to spend a fair amount to get this Archon off the board. But we're 2 for wanting them, plus we already have a Yorion. Yeah, this is fine. Go ahead and play Fire's Invention, Enigmatic, and Arcana Sun's Grace. I wish it was Enigmatic. Go ahead and pass turn. Let's see if this Archon gets back to us. If it gets to our turn, we could theoretically just put Yorion in the hand and cast Mystical Dispute. They had to kill it on our turn. They have to kill it now. If they wait any longer, they're going to be in trouble. Even so, we have Fires out. It's going to be a debate of what they want to get. I need to begin pressuring their life total. And we have a mana advantage if we can untap with his Fires. What did you get? I got Consider. Okay, that's fine. What do they want to do? They wait till our turn. We have disputes. We have a dispute because we're going to jam the Yorion and go from there. Oh, that's interesting. If we flicker the 5s, we actually can't get the dispute, but we don't get the 2/2 body. Huh, okay, okay. This is interesting. Casting that for x equals 4. What are they pitching? Okay, pitching. Oh, pitching to Fairy? Yeah, fine. Yeah. Even if we don't draw land, we're just gonna play. We'll just pass here. Go ahead, untap and draw. Naturalist. Okay. Green, white. Hold up. We can play. I want to cycle this land. They don't have like. Yeah. They just want to consider here. Go combat. We'll go at you. We'll gain 3 life. Do I cycle? No, I just play natural soul double dispute. Because it's a set. Yeah. Yeah. I think just passing here and just cycling the land for the naturalist is fine. Because they're just going to consider if they just want to jam something here, we can just counter it. Yeah, okay. We can just pass here. We could have played the land, but we don't even have Yori in hand. We're a little bit tight on mana. But I really want to use these disputes now. They bin the land, which is fine. This kind of gets punished by Supreme Verdict, but we still have a plan for that. Okay, okay, that's Skyclave. So we'll go ahead and untap and draw. I'll go ahead and go to combat and attack for 3. See if they want to maybe settle. They have settle here. Shark. They have March. I'm gonna fight over this. Do they have any more Dovin's? Yes, they do have 2 more Dovin's Veto, but I'm fine to straight if that's the case. And I can I tap in a way where I can hold up? No, I actually can't, which is unfortunate. We'll play March. We'll play Dispute for March. Okay, that trades. They pitched Verdict, which is good to know. So then this will go ahead and get exiled. I could have played this a little better with Shocking Warrior Great, but I didn't want to telepath. So we're going past turn. This is the fairy. 6 mana, okay. We'll go ahead and untap and draw. Fires. Fires isn't that bad of a draw. So we can do fires into naturalist this turn. So I don't feel comfortable flickering the Narset. We'll cast fires. And then we'll cast Jukai Naturalist, and then we'll pass turn. PS Impact would be good. Second one, that's rough. That is really rough. Need Enigmatic here. Go ahead, untap and draw. Renegade Rallier. Renegade Rallier gets back a land right now, yeah. Let's go combat. We'll attack Narset. Yeah, Narset. This gives us more draws. Draw outs. 21. Second main. We'll go ahead and put Yuri onto hand. Rallier as spell 1. Spell 2 is going to be Yorion. We'll shake Yorion. We'll flicker this, this, and move to end step. We'll put the land onto the battlefield, and we'll go ahead and pass. Supreme Verdict would be very unfortunate. This is 4, 7, 9, with only 2 cards in hand. This is technically a 2-turn clock. This is Teferi. Please not be Teferi. This is Teferi. What a hand. Okay. They make a 5/5. If they tick this up to if they tick this up, we can full set to kill Teferi, which is what we need to do here. Yeah, I gotta draw a card and untap 2 lands. We need a full send Teferi. Go ahead, untap and draw. This is a little frustrating. I have to full swing to fairy here. It cannot. A cycle sensor. We have time. They seen every to fairy. No, I've seen two of their three. Okay, I mean, I had to kill Teferi there. Is this March or is this because this is 7 mana. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and untap and draw. Binding. Okay. Okay. We can work with that. Cast binding. Oh, I don't even need a tap. You haven't. Okay. See what they do. Ah, damn it. Okay, okay. We have. That was a nice draw. What a hand. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Let's see. They can deal 6 to me every turn. 6, 12, 18, 24. I can deal 5 to them. 5, 10, 15, 20. They can't full swing and they can't win the race yet, but they're very close to winning the race. Another Shark Typhoon. Deputy gets me out of this now. Yeah, we take 8. I need Deputy here to have it shot. 8. This is 14 damage. We have one last turn to live. Like, we didn't draw any omens in both of these games. I know this is an 80 card deck, but at the same token, it's like, I'm not drawing any of the cards. What's this? Is this... You're explaining that, sure. I could guess that's how you get out, but the same token, it's like not. Yeah, you just make another one where for 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mana. So you make a 9/9. Well, good news is I have two outs here. 6, 8, so 11, 14, go to 1. We got Deputy and Enigmatic. We can cycle and still get there. Draw. Okay, that's a redraw, that's a redraw. Play the dog. Draw a card. GG. Not really much I could say. I never drew an Ominous Sea. I drew one Enigmatic across both games. And yeah, nothing I can really show. I brought a lot of my cyber cards. I only saw the disputes. I couldn't really talk about the packages I brought. So yeah, alrighty. Thanks so much for watching, and until next game.